The Taliban return casts a long shadow of fear and uncertainty. Will the elite troops be forced to take up arms against their former allies, or will they be forced to submit to a regime they swore to oppose? They were the elite, the Afghan soldiers who fought alongside Western forces for years, risking their lives to build a better future for their nation. Now, facing the Taliban's resurgence, they stand on the precipice of a chilling reality. A betrayal that could cost them everything. Join us as we delve into the heart of this unfolding tragedy. Plight of Afghan Special Forces and Officials. Around 200 members of Afghanistan Special Forces who were trained and supported by the UK might soon be sent back to Afghanistan, which is controlled by the Taliban. People who used to serve in the UK's military believe this is a big letdown and a terrible thing to happen. These soldiers run away to Pakistan, but now Pakistan wants to send Afghan refugees back. The UK government has said they've helped many Afghans find safety, but these soldiers are being left behind. Some people who work in the UK military in Afghanistan say this is a huge disappointment and a shame. They think this could lead to these soldiers being harmed or imprisoned. This news has caused a lot of concern. The members of the UK Parliament are talking about it urgently. There were promises by the UK Prime Minister in 2021 to help these special forces, but it seems like that help hasn't come through. There were also reports that the UK government didn't agree to protect their other important Afghan leaders who worked with the UK and the US in the past. This has raised worries about the safety of the people who helped these countries during their time in Afghanistan. Similar to the most of the 200 Special Forces soldiers, these 32 officials sought entry to the UK via the Afghan Relocation and Assistance Program, ARAP. This program is meant for individuals who work closely with or supported the UK government in Afghanistan. However, many of these officials or soldiers faced rejection, while others continued to await a decision, some for over a year. A former district governor among these officials shared that his application for assistance through this program was declined just 2 weeks ago, despite applying for more than 20 months earlier. Sir Richard, one of the individuals who signed a private letter, expressed disappointment, stating, "We made a specific promise to these individuals, and our system has failed to fulfill it efficiently, effectively, or with any sense of empathy." Individual testimonies. Ali, an Afghan Special Force soldier facing deportation from Pakistan, expressed a sense of abandonment and betrayal towards the UK during a BBC interview. He reflected on those close collaboration during training and missions, emphasizing the camaraderie and unity experienced with the British. Ali served in Commando Force 333, renowned for combating opium production, earning a strong reputation for their bravery and effectiveness. Amid Afghanistan government collapse, Ali and his unit protected British citizens at the Baron Hotel in Kabul. However, despite their service, Ali couldn't secure an evacuation seat and ended up in Pakistan. Feeling deserted, Ali lamented the drastic change, confined with his family in fear of deportation. Approximately 200 commandos, like Ali, faced potential expulsion by year-end, creating concerns for Afghan civilians who supported the UK. Mohammad Fahim, a prominent figure battling the Taliban, faced rejection by the Arab scheme despite years of collaboration, leaving him feeling betrayed and fearing reprisals. Currently hiding in a neighboring country, Fahim's expired visa limits his options, despite support from British military figures. Response and reactions. General Sir Richard Barons expressed a personal sense of shame, stating, "I feel profound sense of personal shame because we have made a commitment to them, and we haven't honored it," describing the situation as utterly ridiculous. He criticized the notion that these individuals don't meet the criteria and should be abandoned to face the Taliban, highlighting the case of a governor who collaborated with the UK forces being deemed unqualified. He questioned it raises doubts about whether anyone truly meets the criteria of the specific program. Ali faced rejection from ARAP, administered by the Ministry of Defense, on the grounds of not meeting the criteria for direct employment by the UK or involvement with a UK government department. Lieutenant General Abdul Hadi Khalid, the initial commanding officer of CF-333, resettled in the US, expressed his outrage to the BBC. Deeming the decision completely unjust, he highlighted that his personnel had received direct payment from the British. In every aspect, equipment, clothing, food, and all expenses, including salaries, everything originated from the UK. The British government was the donor for this mission. It's unequivocal, he emphasized. I didn't anticipate this from the British government. They made assurances, but when they disregard them, what else can I term it? It's dishonesty. According to Lieutenant General Khalid, the treatment of the triples were severely tarnished the West's reputation. I'm completely certain that when other nations, other progressive entities witness Afghanistan, observe the Afghan people and their sufferings, how can they place their trust in the West? Official statements and clarification. During an urgent question session in the Commons earlier, Luke Pollard, Labour's shadow defense minister, labeled the handling of Afghan troops as shameful series of failures. Today, reports revealed that former Afghan special forces who serve alongside British troops could potentially face deportation back to Afghanistan. He stated, "Let's be unequivocal. This could imperil lives in the face of the Taliban." Defense Minister James Heappey informed MPs that the units were led by Afghans as task forces. He clarified, these individuals, the triples, are part of the Afghan National Security Forces and do not automatically fall within the scope for relocation under AREP. The Ministry of Defense emphasized the UK's ambitious and benevolent commitment to aiding eligible individuals in Afghanistan. We've already brought approximately 24,600 people to safety, including numerous individuals eligible for our Afghan programs, a spokesperson stated. Each AREP application undergoes individual assessment according to the published policy, and eligibility isn't determined solely based on their job roles. Despite their current situation, both Ali and Mr. Fahim expressed pride in their collaboration with the UK forces. I won't forget, somehow supported each other in distant villages, Ali reflected. He recounted a moment when a commander from UK and US forces had draped his own blanket around Ali during cold weather. It's a fond memory, yet it amplifies the disappointment of what unfolded later. As the Taliban tightens its grip on Afghanistan, the fate of the elite troops remains uncertain. Their bravery and sacrifice have been remarkable, but the story of their struggle is far from over. While the outcome of this conflict remains unknown, one thing is clear: the world must not turn a blind eye to the suffering of the Afghan people. If you like this video, click the next one shown on the screen. I'm sure you'll love it. Thanks for watching.